Here are three huge HTML mistakes I see most beginners making, and the first one is obviously not using semantic HTML. Everything in here you can see is divs and spans for the most part, which is confusing to read and difficult for screen readers to parse. Instead, your code should look something like this, where you have headers, nav, ul, sections, h1, articles. Everything that's defining what your content is using these different semantic HTML elements. The second thing I see people making mistakes on all the time is not using the main element. The main element just tells your browser what the main content in your article or page is. In our case, this section right here is our main content, so we're wrapping it in the main tag, and you should only ever have one main tag. Another big mistake, speaking of one tag only, is H1s. You should only ever have one H1, and if you're using a heading element like an H1 just to make text big, instead you should replace this with something like a div or a span, and you should just give it a class that says something like big font, and that way it's not going to give any false meaning to the user. This is not a heading, this is just bigger than normal text.